What's good, y'all? It's Maul here from the Gym Therapy Pod, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about styles of investing. So this week, we're going to be focusing on day trading, but then in the coming weeks, we'll talk about 3 other styles of investing, such as long-term investing, short-term investing, and swing trading. To keep it simple, it means exactly what it says. You're trying to go throughout the actual day and trade, which means to buy and sell different securities and make a profit. Instead of holding for the long term, instead of just like going through the fluctuations of the market, you're looking at different charts or utilizing technical analysis in order to figure out like, hey, I want to buy this particular security at this price today, and I also want to sell this particular security at a better price in the same actual day. So for example, let's say we have a security for 20 bucks that we buy at 10 o'clock in the morning, and let's say at 3 p.m. that same security is 40 bucks. We're like, hey, I want to go ahead and sell this security I bought earlier for $20 for $40, so I'll walk away with a profit of 20 bucks. Now, there are pros and cons, obviously, with day trading. Some of the pros are that you're not in the market long. So let's say you're getting to a good entry point for security, you buy it at a low price, and that security takes off in that same day, and you sell it for a high, and you make, a great profit in that same actual day. That's a great pro for that. So you can make a good amount of profit in one trading day as opposed to holding it and going through the emotions of that particular security. But the same thing can happen in terms of a con. It can be the complete opposite. So we take our example from earlier. Let's say you buy a particular security at 40 bucks instead of 20 bucks. And you're like, okay, cool, this is a great entry point, relatively cheap for me to get in. I'm looking to get out by the end of the day, by the end of the trading day. But let's say that same security has dropped to 10 bucks. And you sell it. Now you lost $30 in that same day, right? So you have some cons and potential, large risks that you can take when you're day trading, and you can suffer, a lot of losses. So again, you have the pros of actually making a lot of profit if you're doing this correctly. And again, we're keeping it very simple because again, it can be very technical, but you can make a lot of profit in one day if you're doing it correctly. But you can also lose a lot of money as well if whatever happens, right? News can break, something that you aren't prepared for. You could have read your charts very accurately, but things can happen, which can affect that particular security, and it can just drop. And so now you lose money. So when you're day trading, you obviously want to be very, very, very mindful and extremely careful when you're doing so. And you want to also know that, hey, if I'm day trading, I know that there's a potential that I can lose this amount of money that I put in. So if I put in 500, I know I can lose 500. So if you want to participate in day trading, be very, very careful. And we're keeping it very simple here, but you want to go in with like a clear head in mind and knowing that this is a considerable risk if you're going to be trading securities in the same actual day. In conclusion, day trading is a style of investing that is more on the higher risk scale, to be honest with you, because it can get complicated and it can be very, very technical. But I wanted to inform you all on that particular instrument of trading or of investing. So if you do want to day trade or look more into day trading, please, please, please understand the risk that it takes that you're getting into and doing so. Do a ton of research and just be prepared. What I would recommend is to just get used to the form of investing. So get used to putting money to the side. Get used to just looking at the market. Get used to just reading about the market. Get used to just understanding different concepts that we go over week by week, and understanding those things and just building on the foundation of your knowledge before you even want to begin to day trade or even just invest in itself. Right? You want to build it brick by brick. So take your time, understand the risk that is considerate when you're day trading or when you're investing in itself, and just take it, again, one day at a time. So thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Tactical Tuesdays. I'll see you next week. I'll discuss more styles of investing in the future, in upcoming episodes. So again, thank you all. We're dropping content every single day, every single week. So make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, and comment. Again, appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.